evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shawnee High School. Tonight's home opener featuring your Shawnee Lady Wolves visiting Glenpool Lady Warriors. We're excited, and we thank you all for coming out to support these talented student athletes. We welcome the Glenpool Lady Warriors to Jim Thorpe Stadium, home of the Lady Wolves. Get on your feet, home fans, and cheer for your starting lineup for the Lady Wolves. At striker, number 10, junior captain Anna Arilla. Also at striker, 11, senior Jasmine Ramirez. At left wing, freshman, number 1, Lily Satterfield. At left mid, junior Tiana Achiko. At right mid, freshman Gemma LeBlanc. At right wing, senior Kaleo Citizen. At left wing, senior Jessica Fulbright. At left center back, senior Deanna Hack. At right center back, junior Talon Spector. At right back, junior captain Ainsley Crane. And at goalkeeper, senior captain Addison Williams. Have a great night, ladies. Go, Lady Wolves.
Let's go, Lady Wolves!
Welcome to Shawnee High School Soccer. Pulling double duty tonight. You might have recognized that voice. I'm here with Jason Merrill. Coach Merrill, what a gift it is to have you helping us with Shawnee Soccer.
Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it. And I mean, I know myself as a fan of yours and all you've been doing for all these years, showcasing these kids in our community. We definitely appreciate you. I'm glad to be here. Excited for this opening night.
Well, man, I talk many times of Jason Merrill legend. Usually it's in the wrestling room, and I remember the day so many years ago that you said, the kids really need a soccer coach, and I'm going to do it. So when was it that you transitioned to soccer, and how long were you the head soccer coach?
I don't keep track. The time in the past always slips away. But I want to say maybe 10 years, 2013 to 2023, I believe I was the head coach. Coaching the youth soccer and getting involved with the young kids is what got me to step up and take that role, and had a lot of fun. Worked with a lot of great kids, and I'm excited. Coach Sebastian Barahona he came to visit me my second year, asked me if I needed some help, and he's been here ever since. So, what a blessing to have him.
It is. In just getting to know Sebastian a little bit, it's going to be fun to watch his Shawnee Wolves later tonight. That will start another stream, so if you're watching this, stay with us for the boys' game after the Lady Wolves game. On the Lady Wolves side, Coach Mike Blitch starting his first season as Shawnee High School soccer coach, and we are happy to have him leading the team. He's already tripled the numbers coming out for soccer. The girls are excited. Coach Merrill?
Yeah, and he's got help from Karis Montgomery, a former Shawnee High School player, and she also played with Oklahoma Baptist University a few years. I think she's been here a couple years, a couple seasons coaching, so he's really lucky to have her. We are.
So the Lady Wolves taking on the Glenpool Lady Warriors, and last night the Lady Wolves, in a heartbreaker, went down by one in the last few seconds, or did it actually go to a kickoff, or what's it called? Overtime?
Penalty kicks.
I don't think it made penalty kick.
No, it didn't. Coach Montgomery told me that I want to say the last few seconds they had a breakdown in their defense, and a girl ran through and finished
got
the
one.
final goal.
Yeah, just in the last second. It was such a heartbreaker. So they're back out tonight playing Glenpool. And what are we going to look for from the Lady Wolves, Coach Merrill?
Well, one thing is their fitness, because that is really difficult to do. Play back-to-back nights, 80-minute matches. It's really tough on the legs. So hopefully they've got some depth on their bench. They can use some players. We'll see. We'll see how the match goes and their fitness level with playing back-to-back nights.
Well, I know that in the goal is Williams, and they're really excited about her, but not necessarily about her goalkeeping. She's only been a goalkeeper for 10 days. They are excited that she's the one in the goal, of course, but it's just her leadership ability as the captain, and she's really stepping up even by playing out of position until they get the rest of their girls back from winter sports.
Yeah, that's great leadership, someone that's willing to take on any position, of course, so the girls will rally around her. Looking forward to seeing how well she does. I know we've got a really good goalkeeper and playing basketball match tonight. Is that playoff game?
Yeah, it is. Allison McAllister, a starter on Coach Wendy Wells. They play in the area finals tonight in Jinx. In fact, they're tipping off as we tip off this game. Allison, last year's Player of the Year for the Lady Wolves, and they want her to go get a state championship first and then come back.
Yes, yeah, that's what we all want. Go Coach Wells and Lady Wolves basketball. Now, it's really hard to see these numbers on these uniforms to know who is who on our Wolves team, yes.
Well, and we need to kick those lights on, I think. I don't think that people realized how dark it was going to get so quickly. Yeah, it is hard to start saying names. We're kind of guessing.
Yeah.
Each day gets us a little bit older, not a little bit younger.
This looks like we've got a midfielder here. I recognize these two young ladies up at the top. KK right here, closest to the ball.
And 23?
Yes. Kaleo Citizen. We've got Jasmine, number 4, up top. Looks like Glenpool's got a chance in our box. Here's a hit. Easy save.
By Williams. She gets it out. It's going to reset. Yeah, we'll just grab the numbers as we catch them.
Yeah. Looks like number 6 here is Gemma LaPlante.
Yep, Gemma.
Freshman.
Correct.
Freshman midfielder. I think this is one of the ones Coach talked about that had some experience in the club level along with Satterfield.
Yes. And you coached her brother, correct?
Where her sister played here at Shawnee.
Okay.
And also at Seminole State College, she played at the next level. And I know this younger Satterfield, what's her first name? Lillian, yeah. She's been a tough player ever since she was
a kid.
8. Yeah. I remember seeing her out in the club fields, and she's a go-getter, so looking forward to see her make a big difference here on the field tonight.
Yeah, one thing about our Lady Wolf program, and this is just something that I learned yesterday, is actually in the last 50 games. No? Talk to me about that.
Well, it's not correct.
Over the last number of years, they have really needed more players like Lillian Satterfield coming in as a freshman and being able to help the program like these freshmen are. And as we catch the numbers, Coach, I think we're going to find 4 freshman starters on the field.
Yes, and to be honest, and it's something that we witnessed through that pandemic.
Yeah.
Both of the numbers were, in 2020, we had almost 3 teams of girls. Coach Sebastian Barahona and I coached both the boys and girls back then. And on the girls' side, we had, 28 probably then, and about 35 boys. And then once that pandemic, that 2020, after that season, we lost numbers in every sport. And especially here in soccer, the boys' numbers went down, the girls' numbers went down. Even on the football side.
Yes, for sure.
So that was a big deal. I hope there's some studies and research going on out there about that situation.
And it's been good to get into the hallways again and recruit some of these girls back out. I think the numbers are back up around 36 prior to the winter girls coming out, so maybe it'll break 40. We'll have to wait and see. And that is good news for Shawnee Girls Soccer.
That's great news.
And it's a fun sport for the kids to play. It's a wonderful game for a multi-sport athlete.
It is. It's a lot more difficult than you think. You're not using your hands. Everything's with your feet. There's no timeouts really. So you can really push the pace if you train that way. And that's what we always like to do here at Shawnee is train to push hard for 100 minutes if needed. So, I know that's what's going to happen tonight in the main event with the boys. They're going to come out and stay on them for the whole 80 minutes. And, we'll see what happens here with the ladies.
As the lights are kicking on, that's going to help us a lot. We do apologize, but we just, honestly, from up here, it's very hard to see the numbers on the back of these jerseys. We were kind of making fun of it during the JV game. It was like we picked a color of a jersey, and then we picked that color for the number. Sometimes it's forgotten that the guys and gals up here need to see those numbers.
Yeah, we're having a hard time getting a rhythm right now with all these restarts, kicking the ball out. Hopefully the the girls can win possession here and start connecting some passes.
And with such a young squad, I know talking with Coach Blitch, his main focus, and he is a defensive coordinator in the fall seasons as well, is, hey, let's stop them on the defensive side. Let's choke them down. Don't let them into the middle where they can get good shots at our goalkeeper.
Oh, that's a weak call.
What was that call?
It looks like he's saying we pushed her in the back.
And so it'll be a Glenpool kick?
It will be. It looks like it's just outside of the penalty area.
So if that was in the penalty area, they would have went to the front of the goal for a penalty kick. Is that correct?
That is correct, and we're glad it's not. With this wind, it's going to be really difficult to place a ball where they're wanting. But it's also difficult to defend. You know, this is a really strong wind.
It is. The goalposts are actually shaking. It's that strong.
She can't keep the ball still. Win that ball. Here we go. This is the plot. To be more aggressive. I think I remember her. She's been here a while. Number 10.
Yes. 10 is Perilla.
Yes. This she's probably a junior now or something.
Yeah, she's a captain, and she is a junior. You're correct. Anna Perilla.
She's got some experience. She's been playing varsity since she was a freshman. This is, nice mistake to help us out there. Easy save right here for our keeper.
Good defense on the home field. By the home field.
Let's get the touch on that ball. Well, they're having their way with us right now, getting through our lines and having these shots.
In the backside, what are they trying to do, Coach? They're trying to split us. They're trying to pop the ball up front. For those who don't know a lot about soccer, the ball has to go past our defenders before an offensive player passes our players, correct?
They have to play we can't be behind, or whoever's offensive, they cannot have a player behind our last defender before the ball gets played, or it's offsides.
Right, so as the ball passes the defender.
Well, it's just when it's played off the foot.
It's actually when it's played off the foot, not the position of the ball.
That's right. Well.
Oh, wow. Okay, I did not know that.
With the ball behind, yeah.
So if I'm on the 20 and I kick it down through to the 5, as long as my player was behind him when I kicked it.
That's right.
Okay, that's what just happened right there. They just did exactly what we said, kicked it from the 25 to the 10, and she, after the kick, is when she outran the Shawnee defender to get there. Okay.
Yeah, we look like we're struggling to get organized. We get this out.
Well,
we
strength is supposed to be our positive, not necessarily our foot speed. So as the team talks about that.
Yeah, and that's difficult. You've got to have some really good touch on the ball if you don't have any speed. So you're going to have to possess and work together, move together as the full team. And you've got to do that anyway with the better teams that you play. But, you know, with these young ladies out here, it'd be good to be able to kick one up and run on it.
Yeah. So that throw in goes to Glenpool.
It looks like this. I think are we going against the wind?
No, we're going with the wind right now.
We got to get. All it takes is one goal. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You can win possession, have possession the entire night, and they get through your lines and have one goal and lose the match. You can dominate a match and still lose with just one goal.
And what you are alluding to with the wind, it's a big advantage right now with how fast this wind is going. The direction we're going is the direction you want to be going.
Yeah, we need to keep someone up high at their back defender and hopefully kick it up. Put the number 10. She's got some speed. If we could keep her up high and just play some balls through the open space, maybe she could run on it and have a goal. And be aggressive here. Keep them down here at their end. She needs to step to the,
Ainsley Crane at the 40, number 27. Again, we'll just throw them out there as we see them. Ainsley, a captain, defender. And she gets replaced by number 22. That would be Reagan Atwood. Reagan jumps in. And that moves Macy Blossom, who came over from wrestling, as the center back.
And then we've got another former wrestler at the left back, Jessica Fulbright.
Is that Fulbright?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's a physical player, I bet. I know she really physical wrestler when she wrestled. She had some neck problems that didn't allow her to wrestle this year. I believe she's a senior. Now, is that Satterfield, the blonde out there? I can't see the number.
I cannot see the number.
I would think so. Looks like a single number. And she's number 1 on the roster, so I bet that's her.
The Lady Wolves.
So many restarts. There's usually not all these restarts, but again, with this wind and early in the season, we want to keep the ball in play, switch the field here, and let's keep them down here. Attack, be aggressive here.
Mm-hmm.
Get your foot on that ball.
That was nicely played by Glenpool as they try to bump it up.
What we see Glenpool doing into the wind is playing a lot of long balls up to their strikers to run on, and that'll be some trouble in the next half with the wind.
Because the ball will keep going rather than stopping for us.
Like that ball just was held up in the wind. That'll go right past us. This. I don't remember that. What's her name?
Fulbright was over there chasing, I believe. Atwood back there.
Now I see why the refs did not like you doing these numbers like this. They wanted
white numbers.
Yes. They are hard to see.
Was that when you were a coach?
Yes. I liked the way they looked with just a little small outline. They'd get on to us about our uniforms.
They are sharp looking.
Yeah.
For sure. But the reason for the numbers are so people can see them.
That's right. Clear that out. Yeah.
All right.
Good touch.
That was Blossom getting it out.
We got to win that ball. Take a touch, then send it. So hopefully her teammates are down there communicating with her right there that she could take a touch and then send it, really get it upfield. Turn this. Now play it. There we go. Let's go. Hopefully we can find feet.
Boom.
Go, Lily.
So that is Lily over there.
Go.
So Glenpool definitely organized and have some good touches on the ball. They know where they're passing it.
So the Shawnee reset. coming up on the 30-minute mark.
Ideally, we'd like to be throwing that ball into Satterfield, the midfielder, rather than having her throw.
Get to it.
She's got to be a little more physical there, young lady. Step.
Yeah.
I would say this is about 6 shots on goal, maybe they've
Yeah,
had. Glencoe.
Well, I've only seen maybe 3 actually get to the goalie, but they've had 6 opportunities, and I would say 3 they didn't get it on goal because of the wind.
Yeah, that's that one last one.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, I can tell some of our ladies are already fatigued. Win this ball. Let's go.
There we go. Yeah, keep it down on that side.
Yes, there we go. We got a throw here. Let's push this right back up. KK coming back in, Jasmine. And now we got him down here on the defending third. So with our 2 experienced players, KK's had some really good goals.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine last night had a really good one. We can take advantage and get a goal here.
That's
Bring
huge.
this down. Coach, and I've seen KK hit him from about the 20. So, Coach, hopefully the message is turn and shoot.
Like that. Get it and go.
Take a touch. That ball was held up when.
I think that's actually Macy.
Yes.
Our numbers on the roster, I hate to say, are a little messed up as well.
She was off. Looked like it.
Yeah, I've seen it twice where I thought that they were off. Definitely in how I used to call soccer. I would have said, okay, they were offsides. But with clarity of the rule, it's a little bit harder to tell when that foot strikes the ball where they are.
She looked like she was behind her. That guy's right there, so he had the better view. Run through that. Let's go, Jasmine. You got it. Oh.
That's Ramirez. Daughter of Neil Ramirez. The Ramirez family in Shawnee. Been great. In fact, yeah, I ran into Grandma just this afternoon over at Hardesty's.
Get to that. Get to that.
All right.
Corner. So it deflects off our keeper. Now they've got an opportunity. Again, they're going into that wind right there. So that's going to be difficult. They're sure their coach is telling them to play it short and move it over in front of the goal. I wouldn't think that this girl would have the leg to get it in that wind.
She did keep that one low, though.
Yeah.
That worked out better for him than the previous.
Yeah, and that's probably what his message was, keep it on the ground.
Yeah, from the start of this game, before we are finished tonight, the temperature is supposed to drop by 20 degrees.
Yeah.
So I am thankful for our positioning, Coach, where we are inside.
I am too. I did not know that this was built, and I was worried. Last night I was relieved because this is high school Oklahoma soccer with this wind and cold weather.
That's right.
Maybe in April is when it starts to be nice.
We said to our production crew, okay, guys, I know it's coming into spring, but this time of year is colder than football.
Go, baby!
And the majority of the time it is. It's these soccer games or baseball games, as a fan. And so we caution you as families as well. First of all, we say there's no better entertainment value than high school sports. And it's a lot of fun to bring your kids out and let them run around at events like this. But as you mentioned, Jason, especially in March, make sure you have warm clothes at your disposal because it changes quickly.
See, this right here is not
Dangerous.
good. Yes. I mean, they haven't had a real chance. Too strong of an opportunity, but they're making us turn around and run.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not good for our legs, especially coming off of a match last night. And then they're going to have the win in the second half. You know, we've got to step to those balls and try not to let them get it pass, you know.
So I have a question. Didn't I look at the clock earlier and it was 11 minutes when I said we were coming up on the triple? You know, I that's interesting because the clock at 11 still.
Yeah, I just looked up and saw it at 13 something.
Okay,
So
we're good.
yeah, it's moving.
Oh, they played yesterday too, right?
They didn't fall asleep over there. Now
I won't mention who it is.
Run, Jasmine. Play it.
Keep going. Oh,
Is it good? We let it go out for another corner.
so there ideally we'd want to keep it in and maybe get it to our goalie, right?
Yeah, you know, with experience, Allison, you know, with this young lady only having a few days of experience, you know,
Yeah.
Allison McAllister would have came and got that ball. She would have called him off and picked it up and put a good punt on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And Addison, yeah, like we've said, a senior leader. She's playing really out of position here for her team. Been goalie for about 10 days, actually, and she's been doing very well.
Yes.
But it's just the nuance, right, Coach?
Yeah, just
Like that.
yeah, just being quick with decisions. You know, being able to communicate. She has the best view of the field out there in goal, so she can guide her players.
Okay, here's Lily. Thought we were going to get her going down that sideline. We do get the throw in.
Oh, and that's number 10. Is that 10, LaPlante? You know, you'd like to see her let that ball. She was behind that defender, and that ball got past the defender. You'd like to see her run with that.
Number 10 is Perilla. That'd be Anna.
Oh. This will be trouble. She's going to come out and attack her now. Well, bad decision by this
Yeah,
Glenpool player.
Where ideally do you want to let that kick go? Maybe from the goal line, 10 yards out, especially if the goalie's not challenging you?
Yeah, if she's not challenging you up, you know, in that paint, in the Navy paint, you can really just pass it by her. The closer you get, the bigger that goal gets. We got a 26 coming on. That is Jaden Cluse, a freshman. And looks like she went into the midfield. Yeah. Okay, holding midfield, and that they're playing a 4-4-2, a diamond, and she needs a hold there. Switch the ball. That'll work. Get a touch. KK win this. Take it. They got some speed on their back line. Good pressure, Jasmine.
That was by Ramirez.
Yeah.
Yeah, up front, we're a little bit more experienced. You can see it. Now, that was offsides.
Yeah. And the young lady's frustrated with her last 2 attempts.
Yeah. Well, and that would have been unfortunate because the way the lines were here, we could tell that was offsides.
Yeah, that one was, for sure.
Addison Williams with the goal kick.
You know, you might want to question that official over there if you're on the coaching staff. Ask him if he knows what offsides is. You know, make sure you get their attention.
Do you, at this level, Coach, in your experience, have you run into sideline judges that really didn't know it?
No,
Not too
Not
often?
really, no.
Okay.
You know,
Look.
usually the officials know what they're doing at this level.
Okay. But to let them know that you know this,
yeah,
correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, could you tell me what offsides is, please?
I'm telling you, there's been plenty of times I followed them in at halftime. Just, you know.
Let's just make sure we're
Yeah.
on the same page. you know?
Yes.
Not challenging you. Just I want to understand.
Stop, baby.
Thus, the question you might want to ask.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good defense.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that ball did not get out. That's some trouble. Step. Ooh. That's unfortunate with 6 minutes left in the half.
It looked like we just didn't have the legs. What does the cross mean? When he crosses his hands like that.
I think he's trying to get the time stopped. It's not up here. It's in the box. They got it.
And the captain, or actually Gemma, says, "Hey man, it's over there." So unfortunate for the Lady Wolves. We just didn't get it out of bounds down there, and we weren't on it. It didn't seem like perhaps we had our legs. Glenpool chasing it down, and once they had it at the baseline there, we were in big trouble, weren't we?
Yeah, it looked like that, you know, and I thought the ball was going out as well, and our girls might have stopped playing there for a second, and you know, thinking that ball was going. The wind held it up, and they took advantage of it. We've got 6 minutes here. If we can really press them and get aggressive, send it up in the wind. See, Jasmine needs to be up here at the top with this number 19, I believe.
Yeah.
She's not doing us any good in here trying to be a midfielder. We need
somebody that
up
can
high,
can then just race after it as it goes by.
I'd keep her and KK both up high. KK can hit them from far away. She can hit them from out here at the 25 and score a goal. She's got a really good shot, good strong leg. Now, let's get through there to her.
Lily, get up there. Come on.
Yeah, run that.
Push.
A little more. Yeah, so we're on their defending third. So maybe we can, you know, look to play it in the ball and throw it into the midfield. Is it theirs? I thought that went out for them. I thought they kicked that out.
They did. They just gained 10 yards.
Here we are again. A good recovery there by that center back. It looked like they were going to have another chance on goal
Hey, do we know that guy knows all
with them getting behind her, but good recovery.
Get it out of there. There we go.
Get it. You know I'm down. Good.
Shawnee Lady Wolves Soccer. Privileged to be bringing it to you, and we just hope that the goalposts don't blow down.
Yeah, tough night. Yes, here we got a touch. Now let's go together.
Hey, get in there.
That would have been nice to pop it deep right there,
Yeah.
right? With the wind in particular. Let everybody run down there.
That's right.
Good stop by Addison.
Push up, KK. There we go.
Give it another one.
Get in there. Come on.
There we go.
Look forward, dude. Come
Now,
on.
we need to switch this ball. I would be looking for KK. Just play the ball up to her. She get a little space and have a shot. You know.
Yeah, try to get something on goal.
Yeah, and you know what? She's just coming from swim. She was just she was on the state championship swim team again,
Yes.
4th time, back to back state champions.
And 5 years ago, they won the academic state championship. So it's like 5 years in a row.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Colburn and Coach McNeil. They've done an amazing job with that program. And
So the two Khalil, a senior, multi-sport athlete, two swimmers, predominantly swimmers, the two who have been there since they were freshmen. Every year they won a title. And they would win on their relays as well. So they had some team titles through relays. They were not only 4-time state champions, they were unweighted 4.0 students as well. Ashley McDonald and Grayson Simpson.
Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah, and so, I think with KK Kaleo just coming out from swim, that maybe they're not familiar
with her,
some of the things that she can do. And so hopefully Coach Montgomery, with her experience with her, that's one of the messages here at half is, we need to play it up because she can hit them from out. There we go, Jess. Ooh, ran right by us. This is going to be a tough one. Come out on her. Yeah.
Good stop, Addison.
Save, yes.
She got up for that one.
She did. And that win, that's difficult. That ball's moving. I've seen some crazy goals in this win.
Like, what?
Yeah.
You turn to Sebastian and go, what?
Yeah. We've had actually a heartbreaker in this type of win where, that ball just hung up in the wind and just took off and couldn't believe it ended up in the back of the goal.
Yeah, some of those coming high to low are very hard on the goalies because, there's a window up around that bar that if it's coming from 30 yards out, it's hard to judge.
Yes. And you'll see the difference in the main event tonight when the boys are playing the speed, and those guys will be crashing that goal, and that even makes it more difficult. And you're trying to judge that ball in the wind, and you've got,
guys coming at you.
Especially from our team with 6 foot plus, probably all the guys attacking.
We're coming up on halftime, just 30 minutes away. We hope that you stay with us for the second half as the Lady Wolves in this battle against the Glenpool Lady Warriors. And 1-0 score, so anything can happen.
Yeah. And, another message, hopefully Coach Jess is just trying to run with these girls. She can put her body and slow them down.
Yeah.
She hasn't used it. Coach was talking yesterday about the physicality being a plus, so I'm sure he was going to deliver that message at halftime. That, we don't need to get in a foot race with these girls. Let's put a body on them and knock them off their line, make them really work for that.
Understood, and it's going to be important because Glenpool will have the wind behind them in the second half. The Lady Wolves will be navigating against the wind. 1-0 our score at Jim Thorpe Stadium. 10-minute halftimes. We'll be back for you with the second half after these messages.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has a lineman program.
Real life opportunities, real life experience. And that's what we're trying to give them with the 3 instructors. We got about 100 years of experience. They'll be what's called a grunt, a trainee, or they'll be an apprentice 5. And they will know how to do everything here on the ground and up the pole to help them get that job. You'll get out of this training what you put into it.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Air Force One Heat and Air Conditioning offers competitive pricing, licensed technicians, and over 25 years of experience. Air Force One is a hometown company. Contact Tim or Terry Muirhead with Air Force One.
Stranded with car trouble? Give Triple R Wrecker a call. Triple R Wrecker and the Ramirez family has been serving Greater Potawatomi County for over 20 years. Triple R Wrecker.
She is willing to sit down, whether it be city, tribe, whoever. And she has worked out several grants, and she has accomplished road building. She's very grant knowledgeable, so the county has acquired some money just within her tenure that I wouldn't have known about, so there's a lot of grant opportunities out there.
To be, the first 2 females in state history to serve simultaneously in the same county, what a blessing and honor it is. Most people know that this is something that I've wanted to do since I was a little girl, and I am just so thankful for this opportunity, especially with Commissioner Dennis.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support locals. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today.
Our beef is exclusively available at the Monk's Marketplace. Taste the difference that care and quality make, and visit our serene landscape to pick up your perfect cut.
I think the respect that she has when she walks in a room can be breathtaking.
Thank you.
She is one of my biggest mentors, and so the fact that she stays in the know, you can ask anyone on any board, anywhere serving in the community, and they know Miss Melissa Dennis. I think that's an amazing accomplishment.
Well, thank you. Thank you. If there is something that we can answer, we can help, you understand what we do better, we are here and willing to help you answer any questions and take you through our day-to-day operations.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high-quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really, really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. Castor Key Auto Mart. Online or in person. Castor Key Auto Mart. They're good people to deal with.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Hello, County and City of Shawnee residents. As we are in the time of year of paying our property taxes or being curious about what property tax is if you're looking to potentially be a property owner within this community, I have just learned about our property taxes. So as we have been educated through our holiday season, we know the City of Shawnee is fully funded by our sales tax. But did you know our county government is fully funded by our property taxes, which is what you hear as ad valorem tax. And so once we pay that chunk of change, we may be curious, where does this property tax go to and what does it fund? So that funds our county, is our property tax. And so within that fund, think of your public libraries, your roads. About 80% of that fund goes to your school systems. And then the county has their own general fund, which they distribute to their entities as well. And so all of that funds the county government. So when you think property tax, you think county government. And then, as we know, throughout our holiday season and our everyday shopping funds the city of Shawnee. And so your city of Shawnee, think about your parks and recreation, your new sidewalks, things that are fun that go into the city limits. Your everyday shopping funds that. And so that's just a fun way and an interesting way to learn about where our money goes, what money is funding what. And remember, every Tuesday morning there is a county commission meeting as well. So if you want to learn more about your county government, which I'm personally on that journey of doing, those county commission meetings are so beneficial and honestly interesting to listen to and watch. And the city commission also has ways that you can tune in to watch the city commission meetings as well. And those happen, I believe, every other Monday, and you're able to tune in online for the city commission meetings also. So let's stay educated together, the city of Shawnee, and I cannot wait to break down some more fun facts that I'm continuing to learn as well alongside you guys. Goodbye, everybody, and have fun today.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has a lineman program.
Real life opportunities, real life experience, and that's what we're trying to give them with the 3 instructors. We got about 100 years of experience. They'll be what's called a grunt, a trainee, or they'll be an apprentice 5, and they will know how to do everything here on the ground and up the pole to help them get that job. You'll get out of this training what you put into it.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Air Force One Heat and Air Conditioning offers competitive pricing, licensed technicians, and over 25 years of experience. Air Force One is a hometown company. Contact Tim or Terry Muirhead with Air Force One. Stranded with car trouble? Give Triple R Wrecker a call. Triple R Wrecker and the Ramirez family has been serving Greater Pottawatomie County for over 20 years. Triple R Wrecker.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support local. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today.
Our beef is exclusively available at the Monk's Marketplace. Taste the difference that care and quality make, and visit our serene landscape to pick up your perfect cut.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high-quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. Back for the second half as the team still meandering out of the locker room. The Lady Wolves just hitting the floor now as they were getting some heavy coaching.
Yeah.
Coach Merrill. Tell us, Jason, what do you think Coach Blitch would have been addressing, and what do you think we hope to see here in the second half other than a few goals?
You know, I hope he's talking to him about being more physical, you know, and then keeping our forwards up high, they're dropping back and not having the chances to get balls through and to, even to outrun their defenders. So if we can keep one or two of those forwards up high, we can have more opportunities.
I know my range.
That makes
on my
sense to me,
iPad.
as you notice that on the other side with the Glenpool Lady Warriors, they were popping it in front using speed to get out there, and they had a number of opportunities against our goalkeeper, Addison Williams.
And she did a good job with all of them. That one, I think it was a breakdown within the two defenders as well on that goal that they snuck in. I know myself, I thought the ball was out. That wind must have held it up on that line, and looked like our players thought the same thing and stopped playing. That's one thing, you've got to play whistle to whistle.
And that turned out to be the lone goal of the half. An unfortunate play by the Lady Wolves, as Glenpool here, ready to go for the second half. I think that they have possession first. And here we go.
We'd like to see some aggressive pressure here. There we go.
Satterfield with a nice play.
Now,
Citizen chasing it.
Now, and that's Jasmine. She needs to stay up high. She's that's energy that's wasted right there chasing that ball. We have midfielders that will step to that.
Oh, that makes sense, Coach. She needs to stay up high, meaning with the defenders, and not drop back, because she'll tire herself out.
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll lose opportunities. They're not getting a lot of opportunities, so we need to have her up there ready to receive a ball and turn and shoot.
Good defensive play there as the Lady Wolves get it out in front. And we'll have opportunity here with our throw in.
We may have changed our formation, it looks like. It looks like we're pushing our players up more forward now. Ooh.
Right on the noggin.
There's a good step on that ball. That's going to go out. And that's Crane, right? Yeah, I remember her. She should be about a junior by now. See better now with the lights on.
It does help.
Yes. Jasmine's got to get a touch on that ball. Be more aggressive. Go win that. Good stop, Jessica. Stay with it. Let her play it. That was a pass to their team. That young lady.
It was just wrong momentum.
Yeah. She needs to let Jessica stay with that ball coming forward. Step here.
Addison lets that one go. Yeah, so we talked about how difficult soccer actually is. It goes, unless you're playing, you don't realize it, how much running you're actually doing and how much physicality there is between the players.
Oh, yes. Their feet, they're getting stomped on. They're getting kicked in the ankles and the shins and the back of the Achilles area. So there's, those cleats coming to your feet, almost every game you're getting stomped on. It's not easy. And then they play back-to-back nights. I'm sure some of these girls are sore on our side. I would never schedule back-to-back nights just due to that. The physicality, the getting banged up in your legs, just all the running, and just the getting kicked and kneed and everything else. But sometimes, you see that it's also not easy. especially here with us in Shawnee, changing classes at times, back in when I was coaching, we'd go up to 6A some, and then drop back down to 5A. So you've got to develop relationships with a whole new group of coaches when you do that, and so it makes it difficult when because the metro areas. It's real easy to do. Take a little 15-minute drive and play the teams you've been playing every year, But with us here at Shawnee, we're kind of out of an island, so that's even difficult. The scheduling, to make sure you're spacing those games out, and so your players aren't getting too taxed and creating injuries and things like that. But it does change in classes like that. It would make it difficult. And then again, also, beating teams that you've played for a while, and then they get tired of that. If they've been beating you, and you start turning around on them, then they don't want to play you anymore. I've definitely witnessed that on our boys' side with some of the local teams around here.
Yeah, and so it's just things that you don't think about unless you're in those trenches.
Yeah.
And one of those is scheduling. And here early in March, we've got a back-to-back, and you kind of are seeing it on the legs of our players.
Yes. Yeah.
So six minutes in, the Glenpool Lady Warriors get their second goal, and can't say that that's surprising coming out of the first half, in which we saw them against this win pushing our end the entire half.
Yeah, and again with just not putting a body on them either.
Well, and for those who don't know, this team, there is a lot of inexperience on this field. I believe the number was 6 to 8 returning players with any kind of high school soccer experience of the 36 that are out there. So
yeah, coach has done a really good job of recruiting, and he can work with these girls. But it's like any sport. The more you play, the better you are. And
that's what we want to see right there.
Yes, get on that ball, number 10. Keep playing. No. To me, that's a weak call.
They're both running full speed.
Yeah.
And is it illegal to use your body to block the other player away from the ball? Do you have to go to the ball?
Now, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, but
what I mean,
like right there, that's fair. I think they're calling a foul just because she got the best of her, but shoulder to shoulder like that,
that's how you play soccer.
Yeah, that really shouldn't have. And then this one over here, I didn't see our girl even touch her. And the girl went down. She might have tripped or something, but I didn't like that call.
Interestingly enough, it was Anna Perilla in both instances. On the long way, on our side, she got called, but then coming back at the 50, she was the one who went down and got the call. So my earlier question, which I didn't communicate very well, was when we were chasing the ball, it was evident to me that Perilla kind of blocked out the other player from the ball rather than going to the ball. And I'm wondering if that creates a penalty if you have contact on a move like that.
Well, we were in possession, so
okay.
That's not. Yeah, she wasn't doing that. If we go hit her in the back, then that's a foul, and I think that's what they might have been calling there, because we were behind their player, and the girl went down. Of course, from here it didn't even look like she maybe had touched her barely with her hand. Definitely not her body or her lower body legs. She didn't go through her legs, but yeah, they've got the closer view.
Certainly. Well, and that's why I'm so thankful to have you here to gain clarification on what those rulings might be. That can be a tough spot. Now they're in a good spot for corner kicks.
They are. They can, 2 feet,
Mm-hmm.
2 feet in, and that's real trouble. That ball right there, that's a good ball. You know, she gets another chance at that. She's definitely going to be looking to put that in the back of the net.
So why would they allow her to kick it again?
I did not know. I didn't see
It just went directly over the goal and didn't come into the play.
if our goalie got a hand on it, maybe, but I didn't see her even.
No, I don't
attempt
think
at it.
so.
Yeah. We got to get up and win that. Here you go, Keith. Well, so with us now, when we have Coach sent our manager out, we've got to have these balls behind the goal. We can't waste, 30 seconds chasing balls when we're down.
Gotcha. And there's going to be a lot going that way with the wind.
Mm-hmm. One thing I haven't seen us attempt is playing the ball out of the back here. And there we go. First time. If she can get possession. No.
For us to keep possession, correct?
Yeah, and play passes out of the back. In the first half, everything was kicked up, 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
We didn't win any of them. So I'm sure that was a message here. Let's find feet and try and work out together. And here we go. Just a little, the tad, we'd like to see them be more aggressive, and and that's one of the things that you hope they're doing in practice is playing each other hard, because all these teams are playing to win, so you got to train that way. You got to be aggressive to the ball, try and win all of it like that. We're like they're just beating us to the ball in that area. I mean, that young lady's got to get her foot on that ball and just at least stop it. Can't let her play it.
When it was going out the back line. Again, they played it from the back line back to the middle, and that created the problems for the Lady Wolves. Is that number 9 trotting out there? Looks like
yes.
Sadie Garcia for the Lady Wolves.
So we did move. There were some changes. We got Lily up top. I wanted to call her Haley, like her sister's name, but they moved her up to the striking position, and looks like they dropped Jasmine, if she's even on the field right now. But Lily Satterfield's up top. She's got a bit more speed and definitely experience with touch on the ball. Now we just got to get it up there to her and see what she can do. She can beat a player and go have a shot. KK's coming in working hard off the swim. 2 different conditionings. Every sport has a different good battle there.
Yeah, it
with
is.
KK. Now play it across. Almost. And then Jasmine's got to win that. Give it. Yes. So here we go. We got it down here, and they're defending third. Looks like it's sprinkling now. You see that?
Yeah, I do.
Add to the fun.
Yes. For the boys.
Yeah. I'm telling you, those boys,
they're going to be ready.
Yeah, it's going to. They don't. I mean, I was talking to Camden, one of our leaders, and he didn't like the win, but it doesn't matter with him. Once he gets out there, he's locked in.
Doesn't quite notice.
Yeah, he's locked in. He'll be ready to compete for the entirety of the match.
And Camden, in their last scrimmage, I believe 4 goals.
I think Coach said he had 3 in the first half, and then he pulled them off, the varsity off of them.
Okay. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
It's like the tale of two halves here. The girls really coming back. They're getting a new start and trying to get some momentum begun. Honestly, correct. And the
Yes.
boys now. This team has played together, I believe, since middle school.
Yes.
And these seniors have it rocking.
Yes. They're expecting big things from themselves, and of course, everyone that's been involved with them for this time, and are expecting them to have a great season as well. They're just really strong competitors. They've been playing together. Like you said, since junior high, and I believe all of them were varsity their freshman year. They have a ton of experience. Toby, Gage Garner, Cole Conway, Coach Camden Saturn, and Rhett Neese. Am I missing anyone? They were all varsity freshmen. And so they're 4 years into this. And, we took them down to
we took them down to where?
To a regional tournament their sophomore year in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and played some state championship teams down there. And, we didn't come out on the winning end, but definitely competed and gave these guys tough matches. It was fun.
Beautiful area down around Gulf Shores.
Oh, it was great. We stayed right on the beach. Sand and water, cooking those guys breakfast, and just really bonding. And it was my last year. It was on my way out, and it was a great way to go with these young players.
Yeah, I'm sure they all appreciated that.
I hope so.
Okay, Glenpool throwing it back in. We're coming up on the 15-minute mark here in the second half. Our girls struggling to get some momentum.
No. Ooh, I think that's our freshman. And she's starting to play it like that right there, like she should. Is that the plant?
I'd love to tell you I could see that number, but
I know.
You cannot make out the numbers.
I wonder what the boys' uniforms are, but we'll know them.
They do have a white number. It's unfortunate, though, because the white number is on their sleeve.
Yeah, and it's small.
Yeah. I think it was number 8. And that was Fulbright. Maybe not.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Ooh, dangerous cross.
Again, more of what we saw really in the first half. Glenpool having their way down on our side. We have been able to defend better the long pass. They haven't had the runouts like they had early in the game.
Yeah, they haven't really had to with that wind behind their back. They've been in our face, like 6 of them. Another shot, not on target, not on goal.
We've seen a few of those.
Let's play this. We're not moving to get open. Gotta get a body on that ball there.
Well, and again, you mentioned back-to-back, but then also this just being early in the season for girls who aren't familiar with how they feel on a soccer field, quite frankly, with their conditioning.
Yeah, and no matter how many, how much training you do against each other, there's nothing like going out there against the other team. Yeah. You get more fatigued, no matter what.
It is totally a different level.
Mm-hmm. So and I'm sure their legs are feeling it tonight. Cushing's always a solid program with 4A. I believe they make it to the state tournament often. Just looking back at it. So, and Glenpool, up there with in the Tulsa Metro, and you can see these girls have some experience. there's a lot more players playing at the club level up there. We've got an opportunity now. And, you know, with us being behind, you'd like to see them really open up some right there, like Jasmine really just winning that ball and putting her body on that other player and knocking her off of it. Nothing to lose.
Yeah, let the call be made if it's going to be made, but go for it.
Yeah.
But again, early in the season, that's sometimes difficult to do when you don't feel your legs under you.
Yeah, and, you know, experience, everything. Like this young lady, just a wrestler. She wrestled her whole life, and now she's out here helping, you know, being a soccer player.
And talk about that. I'm interested to know what you think about that because of your wrestling and battle experience. Soccer, a good cross sport for wrestling?
It's a great cross sport for wrestling. I wish that I would have played in high school during that off-season time. It's a great chance to develop not only just you know, with your fitness, but competing. But yeah, it's a great cross sport. There's a lot of similarities as far as I feel like your fitness level can play a big factor. You can kind of wear your opponent out, especially, you know, in a hard sprint like wrestling. You can definitely take it out of them. And here too, you know, in this long match, if you can keep going for, we would always preach 100 minutes, you know, because that's the end of double overtime is 100 minutes. So we would always, you know, focus on being strong for 100 minutes. So yeah, you know, you can wear them out. We win matches. We won a tournament in double overtime. You know, just having more legs than more fitness than the opposing team. So I definitely like that about both of the sports. Yeah, I think it's great.
That makes sense. And especially knowing how to put your body into that place of total fatigue, but yet still being able to perform.
Yeah, you know, keeping pushing. You know, having the fortitude when you're fatigued, when you're tired. Yeah, we finally got the call. This guy on this side.
So no goal.
No, it was offsides.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and with the wrestling, the girls' wrestling program now really looking to move forward. They've been doing very well.
Really well. Strong finish, I believe, top 10, maybe 8th in the 6A state. Yeah.
Which means all the big schools in the state, top 10.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Only 6A ADMs finished ahead of us, I believe. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like Union, Edmond North, Bixby, those type of schools were the only ones. Broken Arrow, they finished ahead of us. For as far as 5A schools, we were the top finisher. When I looked at the standings on Saturday, that's what I saw. Yeah, they're doing a really good job with that program, and you know, these two sports, they're very similar. You can definitely break your opponent, wear them out with your fitness level, your fatigue. So I would suggest them cross sport. Oh, this girl's got some speed, just ran right by us. Really good ball.
That was.
That young lady on that left side wants that opportunity back for sure.
Yeah. You saw some speed from that young lady. Like, where has she been? I don't know that I've seen her early in the game.
Yeah, we didn't see her in the first half.
Maybe she was on the back line or something, and they just moved her up. But
yeah,
that was such a quality move that you would think her talent would have her in the starting line.
Yeah, and you know, with those braces, maybe she's dealing with something with her knees. It looks like she's got a couple of braces on.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's definitely a dangerous player with her speed and the strength of her shot.
Yeah, the finish was very impressive, and it looked like she was setting up her teammate. She saw the other side.
Yeah, she could have hit that. She has a goal. She had one of the goals this half.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was looking to play a great cross there, and that other young lady wants that back. She's some trouble up here. It looks like we only have 3 on our back line. Oh, no. Okay, there she is. She went to shag the ball. Because we need 2 on this. I think, what number is she? There's a good ball, and we don't get a touch on it. I remember, yeah, it is very fatiguing. If you think about it, it's like a sprint jog for 80 minutes, 40 minutes at a time.
Right. Well, and what I noticed there, and sometimes it's hard stop and change direction. So not even, resting. It's more like sprint, stop sprint, different directions. That can take its toll. So checking in,
18.
backhand is 18. That's Winter Pecor.
Another freshman. So it's good. She's getting some experience, some varsity experience. And I want to say in the first half, she was playing up top. Or maybe in the back line. I didn't think she was playing in the midfield. So, this is good right here, non-district. They're getting experience in different positions. Coach, they're trying to figure out what's going to work best for them. And here being down 3 and, again, non-district, that's what you need to do. You need to put players in and see how they perform, see, what formation is going to work best for your players.
And how they accentuate one another in their different positions. There we go. As we mentioned, just the speed in white is evident.
Yeah.
Reaching the 25-minute mark now in the second half. We will have the boys coming up after this as well. They should be fun to watch. It is their first game of the season. The girls did have a game last night. The boys' legs should be a bit fresher and fun to watch.
Yeah, they're gonna come at them. They'll be aggressive. That's the way. I was fortunate to coach Camden. Even I think he was under 12, and he's been that way ever since then. He's got a motor, and he goes to compete to win. And he'll be our striker. He's our leader. And of course, with our move in, it'll be a fast-paced, exciting match. And you will see a lot of improvement throughout the season with these young ladies. Again with KK, she's just coming out. She probably has had maybe 1 or 2 practices, if that. And probably some. And then again, we'll probably be able to get Williams out on the field with Allison McAllister in goal. So that'll be great to use her athleticism out here on the field to give us an extra push and give us more chances. Step turn. Ooh.
There you go, Addison.
Yeah.
And I'm checking the date as we are coming back. I know our opponent will be Durant, and that'll be in April. So it'll be a number of weeks away. It'll be interesting to see how they have improved over the next 6 weeks.
Yes, it will. And Durant's always got a good program, both boys and girls. They're, we beat them and they beat us. It's always really a competitive match.
So it will be fun to watch. We'll have 2 more soccer nights
save.
on ShawneeCTV.
Great effort by our keeper, but that girl, the Glenpool girl, stays with it. after that first save, she didn't quit.
And you can kick it out of the goalkeeper's hands like that? I guess not.
It was deflected out. She didn't have a hold of it.
When we talk, does it record?
Oh, they must have. I thought it bounced out of her hands, but they no goal. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I thought that they kicked it out of Addison's hands.
What we say?
They probably can't hear you.
So nice. But we'll have Durant, and then after that, one of the top teams in the state year in and year out, Tulsa Edison, will be here for senior night, and we'll be here as well on the 22nd of April. So a couple of good games late in the season, and I'm glad we grabbed this one with the girls because we'll be able to gauge the improvement. It'll be great for all of us.
And that's what it's all about, that just improving every day and every match. And I'm sure that's what this group will do.
Again, it's hard against this wind. It's for those who have not been outside in a little while, it is very windy.
Yeah, no fun.
Well, I don't know. I think some of them out there are having fun.
Well, yeah.
Not fun for the coach on the sideline.
Yeah.
Or the fans.
Yeah,
some of them are glad ShawneeCTV is here today.
Yes, and it's interesting. Once you get going, we played in sleet before, and wind, and once the match is going, you kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
I know I was talking to my wife before I came up here, and she was talking about the wind and things, and I don't miss that sitting up here.
That's right.
And I bet right outside of this press box here, I bet there's a group of
people
parents
huddled
hiding,
up.
hiding from that wind.
Oh. Yes, when my son played, that was the kicker. I had a daughter play, my oldest daughter, and she played for 3 years. And man, the weather would just knock you away.
It was that wasn't your daughter that went off to do track in college, was it?
Yes, that was a different daughter, Erin. She did. She went in 4 years with OBU track and did quite well. My oldest daughter, Cheris, was the first female, or one of the first females to play soccer at Shawnee High School. She played on the boys' team. They did not have a girls' team when she was here, and so there was a window, as I understand it, that they had girls, and then it went away. And so when she came through, she wanted to play soccer. She ended up on the boys' team, played with the boys for 2 years, and then it was like her junior year, they started girls' soccer either for the first time or they brought it back.
And that almost happened when we were coaching. And Coach Barahona and I did step up and coach the girls a couple years to keep them having their own team because it's hard to find coaches.
I understand.
Yeah.
But very proud of all of my kids, of course. But Cheris, they're really broke ground, in moving that momentum back, and very proud of her and how she stuck that out. Some of the guys didn't like her toughness.
I bet.
She's a tough old girl. She'd smile right now too and say, "Yeah, Dad, right."
Yeah,
if she heard that.
Yeah, I've seen it. There for many years, we were scrimmaging with the girls. Very unfortunate with that pandemic. We had that group of girls in the 2020. Just a very competitive, strong group of girls.
Yeah.
I think we had 3 games maybe before that season.
Before they cut it out.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yep, strange things for sure.
Let's go.
Now again, just a little bit slow of foot. We're seeing it on our side as we're coming up to the 33-minute mark.
And the keeper, she's aware. She's got a ball.
Gonna
27's coming in. We got Ainsley Crane. Yep.
Ainsley, a captain, checking back in, or I believe.
Yeah.
Captain. And she's coming. Who's coming out? A freshman? We'll tell you when she turns around. And they're playing with us. Look at that.
15.
There we go.
Looks like Sila Ortiz. And she is a freshman. A lot of freshmen. That's good. That's great.
That is good. That is good. Coach Mike Blitch doing a great job getting the girls out to play. Again, tripling the numbers here from last year, really helping the program get back going, and on the right track.
Yeah, that's great to see all these freshman girls and the numbers. There'd be so many years that it was very difficult to have, 14, 15 girls. We went to tournaments, I want to say 2022, 20, where you're playing 3 days in a row, and we have 11 players.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Let's go, Lily. Take a touch up. There we play her. Yeah.
There we go.
Get quicker to that ball. There.
She did try to body up a little bit.
Yeah, she did after. It's like we're waiting for the ball instead of attacking the ball. That's one thing, and especially against the better teams, and you'll see on the boys' side how fast it is. If you wait on that ball, someone's going to step in and take it. You can't wait on it. You got to go to this ball.
And again, that's speed in the sport of soccer. So important. That's one of the things the Lady Wolves have to work on.
And aggressive. There's a lot of drills you can do to just to have them out.
Body positioning. Like somebody with speed, you may be stronger. You can slow them down.
Yeah, go win the ball. Oh, we had a great coach here. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot her name. She played at Oklahoma Baptist. Just an awesome player, and I'm upset with myself. Man, she was a fierce player, and it was awesome to have her on the staff. Some of the drills she would almost every day. She wanted those girls to put 1v1, play the ball, and you go fight to win it. Step to the ball and go win the ball, possess it, turn it. Just the basic drills that you need to do to be able to successfully perform out there. Emily
Addison.
Was it Emily?
Addison Williams with another great save there. I liked the way that she played her box. She had to guard against that angle, and she played it well.
She did. She's doing a good job. That's one of the things. A lot of these keepers, they'll put the blame on themselves when a goal goes in, but there's 10 other players in front of you that got to help. It's on everybody.
That is a big goal for one person to be guarding. The cameras don't do it justice.
Yeah.
It is big. And you had alluded to that earlier about cutting down the angles by getting out of the goal a little bit.
Yeah.
And man, when you get close to that goal, it's like, okay, how do I actually stop this ball?
She used her hands there. She definitely had time. Again, that's just a little bit inexperience.
Well, she might be feeling it too.
Yeah.
She might be feeling it too.
Yeah, because you're tense. I tell you, a lot of times in practice when as I got older, I didn't want to play the field, and I'd get in goal, and it's intense when you have the strong young players
coming at you,
shooting that ball at you.
Yeah.
You got to be ready. And that's a good.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully she didn't touch that. Good job by our manager keeping us We're not wasting a lot of time.
That's Sydney Gillum running around out there. I
Oh,
know that.
yeah.
I know that manager. Throw that name out.
Yeah, she was a wrestling manager last year.
Yeah, and football manager. She really is learning her craft well and doing well.
Yeah.
Gives it her all. Shout out to the managers.
Yes. Oh, yes. Very.
Come on, Addison.
Important players.
Keep it out of there. Oh, nice. Took it in the face for the team. And didn't flinch. I like that. Not sure who that was, but good play.
Yeah. Get to it. No.
Yeah, let's get it out of here.
Yeah.
Get it down the other side for this last minute.
It's going to be really difficult. Look at it. You can see that rain just coming right at them. The wind's coming from the north.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be interesting to see what Coach Barahona chooses. If he wants to win the first half, or if he wants it in the second half. With coaching with him for 10 years, I know he's going to take the win. He wants to get out to a lead if he gets the choice.
That's interesting because I would think you'd play it kind of like Glenpool and probably defer.
Yeah.
And let the other team go because in the second half, maybe a little bit tired and you want to go with the wind and really put it to them.
Yeah, there's different ways to look at it. I know that here's the thing that's happened so many times as well. I don't think it's going to happen tonight, but you have a strong, good
Come on,
save.
Addison. Good job.
Good save. Is the wind die at half.
Yeah.
You're expecting it to have it in the second half.
Yeah.
I've seen that so many times.
It's just no longer there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, nowadays with the apps, you can see that it's coming from North Dakota, and it's coming. All right, the last 20 seconds of the ball game. Certainly enjoyed doing this with you, Jason Merrill. We appreciate your insights. We are going to start a new stream for the boys' game. Jason and I, Daniel Shaughnessy, will be here for the boys. We'll get that started. It should start back up in about 15 minutes. You've watched Lady Wolves Soccer on ShawneeCTV. Together, all of us, we build community one season at a time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.